that is, you're right, it comes from that underlying guilt and shame. Mostly the shame piece creates those negative thinking patterns from the stories that we were told from others that we pick up and then make our own and then carry into our own adulthood. And then that's what really sucks the life out of us as far as confidence is concerned and self-esteem. And so when women who want to become that stronger, more confident version of themselves beyond recovery and really learn how to have healthy relationships, learn how to have manage their difficult emotions, learn how to have physical health, good, clean physical health, sleep better, eat well, like take care of their families, and just really that managing difficult emotions piece and fulfilling relationships.
Right.
You have to do that deeper work. I mean, I'm a trauma-informed therapist. I do EMDR work, so obviously that's a huge part of my clinical practice. But even in my coaching work, I mean, there are, like you said, there are a lot of practical tools, and I do want to dig into that in a minute after we get through some of this cool clinical stuff. But I think making the connections for people who, particularly women, and maybe this is something that's coming up for me right now. I'm working with a couple of women in group coaching, and just in my whatever online in general is the repetitive behavior patterns. And I maybe you could speak to that a little bit, like the repetitive behavior patterns, things like, I'll just throw out a few things. I'm saying things like obviously we get the cliche stuff, right? Like, oh, she always picks the alcoholic boyfriend, or oh, they just always pick the domestic violence. But there's more than that too. There's these things like never being able to be on time. Not being able to be motivated to keep your house in order. Like simple things like cleaning up, or not being able to stay on track with having a healthy relationship with your child, like maybe maintaining a date night with your child, or being able to sit and open up and have conversations where they are allowed to express themselves. Many of us don't have, if you don't have the proper wherewithal and comfort level with your own, if you're constantly thinking, well, I'm not a good mom, I don't know how to manage my feelings, I don't know how to, I'm not capable, blah, 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 then you're not going to be able to sit with your child and say, hey, tell me your feelings. Because then when you receive it, it's going to be very, very uncomfortable for you. I doubt that you're going to be able to sit there, let alone offer any validation or support on the back end. So I guess I'm just wondering if you're seeing some of that same repetitive type of behavior, and maybe we could talk about that for a minute.
Oh, for sure. And if it's not like one thing, it moves on to the next thing. A couple of things, and this is just my experience. I was always that go, 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 and really focusing on being perfect and always being on time and always having my house clean and always looking great and always having the perfect kids and saying the perfect thing and doing the perfect thing. So for me, this was just my experience. I had to just, instead of being the A+ student in life, it's like, for me, be students okay. And so when I do that, I less pressure on myself. I'm more at peace. I'm more calm. I'm more connected to, for me, my higher power and myself. And if I'm not connected to my higher power and self, there's no way I can be connected to you and the rest of the world, or even. So it's all that inside work to know that, like I say, is to find how to love and respect yourself, like warts and mistakes and all. So like to go easier on ourselves and to get out of my head all the time. So when I'm really focused over there, like on my kid, if I'm connected to my higher power and self, I can be present. So it's all of that's just my experience. So